Hello, wonderful people. It's another fun time to be here. I welcome you to the channel once more. Welcome to Sports with Don Bogidon on Don Bogidon Sportainment TV. And of course, I still remain your wonderful host, Don Bogidon. Today, we are doing the preview of the weekend games to come here for the NPFL, the CAF second preliminary rounds, the results of the under 20 Flying Eagles games being held there in Chile, the World Cup, and of course, the preview of games in Europe. So, I said I welcome you guys once more, and it is a big preview show for the weekend games coming up, the club football games coming up. This will be the last weekend before the October international friendly window. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive in straight to the NPFL and the NPFL. Let's do a quick recap of results that we have here. The two results I didn't mention to you earlier. The games that were played on 2nd October, which is Thursday, and the one played the following day, which is on the 3rd. That will see much of your time. A rescheduled fixture for match day 5, which is between Kwara United and Plateau United. Kwara United winning that 2 goals to 1. Then a rescheduled fixture for match day 6, which is between Abia Warriors and Remo Stars. Abia Warriors proving once again that they are ready to challenge, winning 2 goals to 0. So, without wasting much of your time, let's dive in straight to what we have for the weekend. For the weekend, um, as you can see, the weekend games. Bendel Insurance coming up against Nasarawa United. Barao against Wiki. Then on Sunday, Barao against Warri Wolves. Bayelsa United against Ikorodu City. El Kanemi against Kano Pillars. Enugu Rangers against Castina. Enyimba against Rivers United. That is a game to watch out for. If you are close to Aba, make sure you are out to watch this game. These are the two unbeaten teams in the NPFL so far this season. Make sure you watch that game. If you are close to Aba or in Southeast and can get to Aba, make sure you go there and watch this game. Kwara against Abia Warriors, Niger Tornadoes against Kun Khalifat, and Shooting Stars against Plateau. So we'll pick on 3 games, the 3 top fixtures for this week. This is the game week. This is the game week 6. This is the game week 6. Sorry, the game week 7. This is the game week 7 of the NPFL. So the first match I will be picking will be the game between Bendel Insurance and Nasarawa United. Nasarawa United are first in the NPFL, first on the table. They are topping with 13 points. Then Bendel are 15th with 6 points. Head to head for this, both teams have won a game each and drawn 2. That is, they have met 4 times. Then Bendel Insurance have never lost at home to Nasarawa United. The last time they played this game at the Bendel's Insurance home, it ended 1-1. And with this, what do I see happening? What do I see happening in this game? Um, on on Saturday, on Saturday, I see Nasarawa United breaking the jinx. I see them going over to Bendel Insurance to beat Bendel Insurance. This game has not produced enough goals. The highest we have seen in this game is just a two goals scored in a three goals game. That was Nasarawa United winning Bendel there at Nasarawa 2 goals to 1. For this might likely end as a draw. That's what I'm seeing. With the form that Nasarawa United are in, and with them battling for the league at this point in time, I think this will end in a 1-1 draw. From there, we'll go to the Para United against Abia Warriors. This is a Sunday game, 4 p.m. Para are fifth with 8 points. Abia Warriors are fourth with 9 points. Head to head, Abia Warriors have enjoyed in this fixture. They have won 4 times. Para United have won twice, and both teams have drawn 4 games. That is 10 games between these two. Para United are unbeaten at home to Abia Warriors in their last 5 games at home. They have managed to escape the losses against Abia Warriors. In those games, they have won 5 and drawn 3. Great one from Para United. Abia Warriors will be finding it very, very hard. You'll be finding it very, very hard in this game. Looking at the head to head, like I said earlier, 5 games, looking at the head to head. The last time they played at the Kwara Stadium, it ended 0-0. That was earlier this year, ended 0-0. Both teams have played 5 games. Both teams have scored 4 goals this season. Both teams have conceded 2 goals. So it's a game to watch out for. The point that separates the two of them is just 1 point. Abia on 9, Para on 8. And the play separates the two of them. Abia in fourth, Para in fifth. What do I hope to see in this game? With what Abia Warriors have been able to produce, with what they have been able to produce, I don't think they will escape this time. The the run of form for these two. In the last 5 games, the last 5 games, the last 5 games, Quara have won 2 games. In the last 5 games, drawn 2 and lost 1. In the last 5 games, I'm talking about games in all competitions. Abia Warriors have won 3 and have lost 2. In those 3 they have won, they have kept clean sheets. So what do I expect to see in this game? In this game, I I expect Abia Warriors to lose because in the last 5 games that Abia Warriors have played, they have won the 3 home games and have lost the 2 away games. So I expect Para United to pick up a win. Then to the biggest game of the weekend, which is the Enyimba versus Rivers United. This is a game for who is going to lose first. A game of who is going to lose first this season. Both teams are unbeaten so far this season. Um, Enyimba are second with 12 points. Rivers are third with 11 points. Enyimba have played 6 games so far. Rivers have played 5 games. They still have a game outstanding. Head to head, Rivers United have enjoyed more in this game. They have won 7 games. Um, Enyimba has won 5, and both teams have drawn 3. That is in the 15 games they have played. Enyimba are unbeaten in their last 3 home games against Rivers United. Last time Rivers came to this stadium in 2021. Sorry, last time Rivers won Enyimba at this stadium was in 2021 when they won 1-0. Rivers United have the best defense in the league so far. They have conceded just 1 goal in 5 games and have kept 4 clean sheets. Now, on the other side, Enyimba, having played 6 games, are the best attacking side so far in the league. They have scored 7 goals. And the surprising thing is that in those 6 games, they have managed to keep 4 clean sheets and have conceded 3 goals. So it's a game of the best defense against the best attack. This game reminded me of what happened last weekend between Crystal Palace and Liverpool. Crystal Palace, or like this, had the best defense with Arsenal. Liverpool had the best attack with the number of goals they have scored. And before you know it, as the things turned up, one team had to drop the winning record. So, what is going to happen this midweek? Enyimba playing at home, I think will play a very big advantage for them. It will play a very big and huge advantage for them, having seen what they are able to do in the home games they have played. Enyimba have not lost in 1, 2, 3 in their last 3 games against Rivers United. So I pick Enyimba to win this game with a margin of 2 goals to 1. They should be winning this 2 goals to 1. So that is it for the NPFL. As you can see the table after game week 6, what the table looks like. So let's jump in straight to Africa and talk about the draws for the second round of the qualifiers for the CAF Champions League. Like I said earlier in the previous video, I told you guys that the 2 teams that were representing us in the Confederations Cup, we are knocked out, Abia Warriors and Para United. So we only have two teams left in the Champions League qualifiers, and the draws are out. Black Bulls, hmm, Black Bulls, Black Bulls Maputo of Mozambique. Black Bulls Maputo of Mozambique will be taking on Rivers United of Nigeria. Okay, let me drop the full fixtures as you can see the full fixtures here. So going ahead, the other Nigerian will be Remo Stars. Remo Stars will be going up against Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. These games will be played in the weekend of 17th to 19th August for sorry October for the first leg, and the second leg will be in the weekend of 24th to 26th October. We wish our brothers well in these games, but Raymond Stars coming up against Menelodi Sundown. They'll be playing at home first. I don't really know, but we pray that they survive Melody Sundowns. Rivers United should have enough to beat Maputo Black Bulls of Mozambique. I'm seriously rooting for Rivers United to come out from this. Then, without wasting much of your time, let's dive in straight to the Under 20 World Cup. The Under 20 World Cup finally, as you can see, Nigeria have picked up a win. They won Saudi Arabia 3 goals to two. We had to leave it late. We had to leave it late with a penalty from our captain, our centre back, Dami Yi, in the 90 plus 4 minutes. That was when we scored that goal. So, what does this mean for Team Nigeria? Finally, Nigeria picked up 3 points. Like I said earlier, they are third in their group, Group F, third in their group. They will be playing Colombia. They will be playing Colombia next. They will be playing Colombia next, which is the last game in the group for them. And we hope that they can at least get a point, because a point might really see them scale through. A point might really see them scale through to the next round. Like I was saying, a draw will see them scale through. Beating Colombia, I don't really know how they are going to do that, but I just hope they prevail in that game. The game will be played 12 a.m. on Monday, October 6th. So, talking about the tables and the other African teams, Egypt have been disappointing in this tournament. They have played 2 games, no win for them in Group A. Which other African country is there? Um, South Africa doing so well for themselves, finally picked up a win. That was a 5-1 thrashing there. A 5-1 thrashing. Their last game, they picked up that 5-0 win against Caledonia. New Caledonia 5-0 win. They are second in their group, Group E, with 3 points, just behind USA, who have made it to the next round from that group. So, like I was saying earlier, Nigeria are third in their group, behind Norway, who won us in the first game, 4 points, and Colombia 4 points. Like I said earlier, a draw should be able to get us to the next round, because in this tournament of 6 groups, four best third place teams will be making it to the next round, together with the top two from each of the groups. So we wish Nigeria well on Monday when they take on Colombia. So from there we'll move to Europe. Where do we start from Europe if not from the EPL? The EPL, it is game week 7. Game week 7, let us dive straight to what we have for the EPL. What we have for the EPL, English Premier League. The English Premier League, I won't be, let us recognize time. Like you can see the fixtures there. The first set of games will be coming up on Friday. Then we enter the Saturday and the Sunday game. So I'll be picking up like 3 or 4 games to talk about in the English Premier League. First off will be Arsenal against West Ham, which would be on Saturday, 3 p.m. In this game, it is a London derby, and whenever derbies come to town, form and everything is thrown out of the window. But for this, I don't really see it happening to the way West Ham has been playing so far this season. Arsenal are second on the table with 13 points. West Ham are second to last, 19th. with just 4 points. So abysmal. Espirito Santo needs to wake up. Head to head, Arsenal have enjoyed massively in this game. 21 wins, 4 draws, with West Ham winning 5 of the games. Then the last time they met, surprisingly, last time they met at the Emirates, West Ham came out 1-0 winners with Jared Bowen on that day. I really remember the game. Louis Kelly was sent off in that game. West Ham are on a 2-game winning streak at the Emirates Stadium. The last 2 games they played at the Emirates, they won 1-0 and 2-0 with clean sheets. So how will this happen this weekend? I don't really know, but I just pray as a Liverpool fan that these Western players turn up, especially Bowen, Fulkrug, and whoever that is playing up there. They should just turn up this weekend and grab the win from Arsenal. Better much a draw. So will Arteta finally take the advantage and go top before Liverpool play their game that same day later in the evening? Nobody knows, but with what I'm seeing so far and with what West Ham have produced this season, I don't see anything less than a 4-0 win for Arsenal at home there at the Emirates Stadium. They are on form. Eze is firing. Everybody is firing. Odegaard with that wonderful performance in the Champions League. So I don't see West Ham stopping these guys. From there, we'll talk about Manchester United against Sunderland. It's coming up 3 p.m. also on Saturday. Manchester United, surprisingly, this weekend, 14th with 7 points. Sunderland are on 5th with 11 points. Sunderland are above Manchester United for this fixture. What an interesting time to be alive. Head to head, of course, Manchester United have enjoyed in these fixtures. They have won 11 times, they have drawn 2, and Sunderland have won just 3 times. The last time they met here was in December 2016, and Manchester United won 3 goals to 1. That was under Jose Mourinho, the days of Mkhitaryan, Ibrahimovic, Paul Pogba, Deli Blind, and all those players then under Mourinho. Sunderland, they are on a very, very hot form this season. Lebreeze is really doing so well. And Granit Xhaka is that captain he always wanted and he's turning up. What do I see happening in this game? First of all, let me say kudos and shout out to Bruno Fernandes, who just won Manchester United September Player of the Month. Kudos to him. So back to what we have for this game. Considering that this will be at Old Trafford, I would have said this will be an easy win for Sunderland with the way they have been playing. But going away to Old Trafford, it will really be a very, very tough game for Sunderland. With the hot form they have been on, and with Old Trafford fans backing Manchester United, and knowing that this Sunderland is been a long time they're able to grab anything out of Old Trafford. I don't really know. I don't really see what will happen in this game. But, 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 nevertheless, the last time Sunderland picked up a win at Old Trafford was in 2014, in May 2014, a 1-0 win there at Old Trafford. The goal scored by Larson. So, will this, because as I'm looking at this game looks like the game that Amorim will finally be shown the door, because I've heard that Manchester United board are just trying to beat their time to be able to push Amorim through this October before sacking him, to avoid paying that 12 million whatever release or farewell package or whatever they call it. But this game has everything to show that if Amorim should lose this might be his last. And it will come at a very good time because we are going into the international break. If you can sack him, get a man in within the next 2 weeks, the man comes in, settle in, then wait for the players to return back. So what do I see happening in this game? It will be hard, but I feel that Sunderland have enough to win this. Isildur, Xhaka, Adingra, they have everything to hurt Manchester United. I believe they have everything to hurt Manchester United. So I'm predicting a Sunderland 2-1 win at Old Trafford. That's my prediction. Then to Brentford versus Manchester City is a Sunday game, 4:30 p.m. Brentford are 13 points, are on 13th with 7 points. Manchester City, 7th with 10 points. Head to head, Manchester City slightly have enjoyed in this, winning 5 times. Brentford have won 2 and they have only witnessed just 1 draw. The last time they met here was a 2-2 draw. Haaland's form this season, that guy's form this season will be the the fire that Pep needs to reinvent himself and to challenge for the league title. Brentford, on the other hand, having lost their coach Thomas Frank, um, lost Mbuemo, Witsa, Norgard, it hasn't really been a smooth ride for them, but they are really trying. Thiago, what's his name? Igor Thiago, really doing so well there to replace what's their name, Mbuemo and Witsa. Then Jordan Henderson doing so well, returning back to the Premier League and doing so well. But this is no brainer. This is no brainer. I see Manchester City winning, but their defense is a very big question. There is a very big question mark in Manchester City's defense. Nevertheless, I see Manchester City winning 3 goals to 2. Why I'm predicting 2 goals for Brentford is when I look at the way Manchester City played Monaco, it was a poor outing there in the Champions League. So I think the defense will continue their poor outing. So 3-2 win for Manchester City away at the G-Tech Stadium at Brentford. Everton Crystal Palace, what is there to look at? Nothing much to look at. Crystal Palace still the only unbeaten side. Over there in the Europa League, they extended their record to 19 unbeaten games, consecutive unbeaten games, which is a club record for them. Oliver Glasner and the boys, kudos, thumbs up to you guys. I give you guys thumbs up. You guys have done so well. In that game, I don't see Crystal Palace losing. Highest there I see is a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw at the Everton's new stadium. Then to the big game of the weekend. Liverpool against Chelsea on Saturday, the last game on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Anthony Taylor will be the man in charge of that game. Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor have refereed Liverpool so far this season 2 times. The game against have refereed Liverpool once. The game against Bournemouth, which they won 4-2 at the opening start of the season. Anthony Taylor have refereed Liverpool versus Chelsea fixture 6 times. Liverpool are yet to win in those 6 games. Chelsea have won 2 and 4 draws have been made in this game. So Craig Paulson will be the man with the VAR on that day. Back to the game. Chelsea are on 8 with 8 points. Liverpool topping with 15 points. Head to head, Liverpool slightly have enjoyed 14 games won. Chelsea have won 11. Then 16 draws have come between these two guys. The last time this game was played at the Stamford Bridge, Chelsea won 3 goals to 1. That was after Liverpool had secured the title. The last Liverpool have never won at the Stamford Bridge since 2020, since September 2020. That was the 2 goals 2-0 win over Chelsea, thanks to Mane scoring twice on that day. I will try as much as possible to remove sentiment from this. But before I go further, kudos to Moise Caicedo for being crowned Chelsea's September Player of the Month. A very good player in the DM position. Back to the predictions and analysis. The injury wrecking these two teams are really a very big concern. Earlier, I had Maresca saying that he will be without around 8 or 9 players for this fixture. Liverpool on their own had Alisson suffer and Alisson suffer an injury which will keep him out till after November international break. So Mamadashvili will be making his appearance in this game. And there is this stat that I saw earlier. I don't know if this is to indict Alisson or if this really helps Liverpool without Alisson, because from what I'm seeing here, Liverpool have gained more points without Alisson. They have won more times without Alisson, but have conceded more goals without Alisson. So I don't know. I don't really know. But there are concerns for Chelsea in this game. Who plays the centre back? Who partners who in that centre back for Chelsea? Because that is where they have a big issue with Chaluba collecting the red card collecting red card in the last game week. So who plays the centre back for Chelsea? Then for Liverpool, who will be starting as the attacking midfielder? A lot of people have been asking Slots to drop Vert. Will Vert even start this game? That's the question. Then Liverpool under Slots have never lost a game back to back to back. They have never lost a game in the Premier League back to back under Slots. So a lot of things hangs in this game. Will Liverpool sink three defeats at a go? Will this kickstart Liverpool's dip in form this season? Will Chelsea use this to make a very big announcement? Because winning Liverpool at home is a very big announcement for Chelsea with all the injured players they have. I don't really know. But with what I'm seeing here and with the players on ground, I see Liverpool being victorious at Stamford Bridge. Yes, we might argue it. I have no business. I have no problem with that. But I see Liverpool racing out 3 goals to 1 there at Stamford Bridge. From there, we jump in straight to La Liga. Jump in straight to La Liga. Pick just few games in La Liga. As you can see, the fixtures are there on the screen for you. Just pick up one or two games to talk about. First will be Real Madrid against Villarreal coming up on Sunday, which is on Sunday, which is an 8 p.m. game. 8 p.m. game. Madrid have enjoyed so much in this fixture. 14 times they have won. Villarreal have won just 4 times and 11 draws for the team. The last time Madrid won, the last time they met, Madrid won 2 goals. The last time Villarreal were able to win at the Bernabeu was in 2023. That was Samuel Chukwueze. I remember that match so well. Samuel Chukwueze really dealt with Real Madrid on that day. He scored a double, a brace in that game. So, will Real Madrid return back to winning ways in the league? Of course, they will. Villarreal are doing so well so far this season. It's with the players that they have, they are doing so well. Pepe has really been a man on fire this season for Villarreal. Third on the table with 16 points. Madrid are second with 18 points. Looking at this, with how good Villarreal are, I don't really see them cutting Real Madrid at home at the Bernabeu. I think Real Madrid will be. I don't know where they will be playing this. Maybe Bernabeu or the Companions. I don't know, but wherever they are playing this, it is a home game for Real Madrid. Mbappe will not stop scoring. By the way, shout out to Kylian Mbappe. Shout out to Kylian Mbappe. La Liga's September Player of the Month. Kudos to that guy with what he did in the Champions League few days ago. Player of the week in the Champions League. He has now been voted La Liga Player of the Month for September. Again, doubling that, he has been named Real Madrid's September Player of the Month. Kudos to that guy. Kudos to him. If Real Madrid are going to get a result here, Mbappe will be key to that. So I see Mbappe scoring again. He will continue his scoring streak. Real Madrid will run out 3-1 winners in this game. Then Sevilla versus Barcelona. This game will be happening Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium. I just love the name of that stadium. Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Um, Barcelona, of course, are topping with 19 points, still unbeaten. Still unbeaten. Sevilla, so far, have garnered just 10 points, sitting ninth. Head to head, Barcelona cleared these guys. 31 wins for Barcelona, 4 for Sevilla, then 7 draws between the two. The last time this game happened at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, Barcelona won 4 goals to 1. They won 4 goals to 1. Now, listen to this. Barcelona are on a 5-game unbeaten run at the Pizjuan Stadium. In the league, 5 games unbeaten in the league. Now, hmm, in those 5 games at the Pizjuan, they have won 4 and lost just 1. Sorry, and drawn just 1. Won 4 and drawn just 1. The last time Barcelona lost to Sevilla, the last time they lost to Sevilla was in February of 2021. Now, as you are holding that, listen to this. The last 10 times these two have met, Barcelona cleared the 10. Sevilla did not produce any win in the last 10 times they have met in all both home and away. For this, without Rafinha, without Yamal, of course, Yamal, earlier we had the news that his injury has recurred again. The discomfort he's having in his pubic area has reoccurred after the game with PSG. So he will be out to between 2 to 3 weeks. Without Yamal, without Rafinha, what can Azpilicueta do in that back line? Ruben Vargas and Alexis Sanchez, will they be able to hold Barcelona in that game, knowing they won't be with that their wonderful goalkeeper, Juan Garcia or whatever is his name? But Chesney is there. So a very tough one to predict. A very tough one to predict. I really went up and down with this. Where will the Messiah come out for Barcelona on there? The midfield is intact, Pedri and the rest, but that attack, Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, Rashford, put in Daniel Olmo there somewhere there. I think Barcelona have a whole lot to hunt Sevilla. So I'm going with a 2-1 win. Barcelona, of course, are going to concede. They are surely going to concede in this game. So a 2-1 win for Barcelona in this game. So I will touch a bit on Elche. Why am I touching on Elche? One of the unbeaten teams there in La Liga. They will be playing their game against Deportivo Alaves also on Sunday, 1 p.m. Alaves are 11th on the table with 8 points. For this game, the last time Elche went to Deportivo Alaves, they lost 1 goal to nothing. Nothing much to predict here, but head to head, both teams have won 3 games each, drawn just 1. For this, Elche might be lucky to come out of this fixture. I'm predicting a draw. I'm seeing a 1-1 draw. They might continue their unbeaten run this weekend. It will not end. That run will continue. They will be lucky to come out with a 1-1 draw. Celta Vigo against Atletico Madrid. The last time this game happened at Celta Vigo's home, Atletico won 1-0, courtesy of Julian Alvarez. And that man is on form. I think he will still hunt Celta Vigo again. Once more, he will still hunt Celta Vigo again. Celta Vigo have not started this season so well. They are 17th, just 5 points. I think Atletico will be winning this. Scoreline, I see a 2-1 win for Atletico. I see a 2-1 win for Atletico. Then from there, we'll jump to the Serie A. A lot of games there, but time will not permit us. Let me just pick the game that will shake the weekend. The biggest game in Italy, Juventus against AC Milan. Juventus against AC Milan. Both teams are within the top four. Juventus are fourth with 11 points. Milan are first with 12 points. Just 1 point separating first and fourth there. Head to head, Juventus have enjoyed this game. 24 wins for them, 10 for AC Milan, then 11 draws. The last time this game was played, Juventus, of course, won at home 2-0. Juventus are unbeaten here in their last two games at the Allianz. They are unbeaten here. The last time Milan got a win here was in 2023 thanks to Olivier Giroud. They won 1-0. For this game, you see that unbeaten record that Juventus has in Serie A. By the way, Juventus, Atlanta, and Cremonese are the three teams that are unbeaten in Serie A. But Juventus, that unbeaten record, I think it will end this weekend. Milan, with Allegri, with what I witnessed against Napoli, I think they will be winning this. They will be winning this in their last five games in all competition. Let's look at their last five games in all competition. These two that I'm looking at in their last five games. Juventus in their last five games have drawn four games and won just one. That was the dramatic game they played against Inter, the 4-3 game. They played against Inter. That is Juventus for you in all competitions. Their last five games drawn for 1-1. AC Milan on their own in the last five games in all competitions, they have won AC Milan. They have won all five. In all those five, they have kept just four clean sheets. 5 games, 5 wins, 4 clean sheets. I don't see Juventus escaping this weekend. That unbeaten run will end. I might not go with a higher scoreline. I just would go with a 1-0 win. Allegri will be winning this with a 1-0 win. Then to the Bundesliga, Bayern against Frankfurt. The two most firing teams in Germany. Frankfurt are on fourth with 9 points. Bayern first with 15 points. What does this game have for us? Head to head, Bayern massively have enjoyed this. 21 wins, Frankfurt just 5. Entrance, then 5 draws between the team. The last time this game was played, it ended 3-3. It ended 3-3 at Frankfurt's home. What else am I forgetting in this? Then that game, Mamouche scored 2. Ekitike scored 1. Unfortunately, those two are not here again for Eintracht Frankfurt. Bayern, of course, are the only team in Europe top 5 um, club in Europe top 5 leagues to still maintain a 100% record. They have a 100% record, won all games, both Champions League and their home game. So what do I expect from this game? I see Bayern thumping these guys 3 goals to 1. I just want to go with a 3-2 win for Bayern because of how Frankfurt are, but I don't think they have that much firepower to score 2 goals. So I'm going with a 3-1 win for Bayern in this game. Frankfurt, will they recover from that massive Atletico Madrid demolition over there in the Champions League? I don't really know, but Bayern should be winning this. Then to wrap it up, I might be touching Turkey. I might be touching Turkey because of our brother Osimhen. At the Rams Park, Istanbul, Turkey. At the Rams Park, Istanbul, Turkey. It is Galatasaray against Besiktas. This game will be happening on Saturday, 6 p.m. Galatasaray are unbeaten, 7 games, 7 wins. Icardi, a man on fire, filling in so well for Victor Osimhen, and now Osimhen is back. I don't see anything less than a gala win. I don't see anything less than a gala win. Besiktas on their own are fifth with 12 points. It will be a gala win for them there and for our brother Victor Osimhen there in Turkey. So that is it. That is a wrap from us here at Bogidon Sportainment TV. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. Help us grow this community. I still remain your wonderful host, Don Bogidon, and this is the big preview for the weekend games to come. Thank you and see you next. Bye bye.